liked you, and the world's richest man also liked you, I would be intimidated by the other chap because his material possessions are so great.
Would you walk away?
I would say, do you need a side bet?
Repent.
Yeah, I'm joking. Okay, hi there, I'm Timothy.
And I'm Rich Gold, and welcome to episode 13
of
Relationship Notes and Stories. You're losing track of the episodes, I feel.
No, it's just that we keep on having conversations. But today I'd like to not ask how you are, I'd like to just ask, what's the inspiration behind the wardrobe choice? Did you watch the Minions? You said you can't wear yellow.
By the way, you know these are your vibes.
Who said?
We're talking about friends with vibes before.
So what are you saying? That I am the one who picks the outfit?
Hey, by the way, you're the one who gets most of my outfits.
No, I am the one who bought you most of them.
But no, I'm looking forward. We're going to have a time this evening, so why not? Looking forward to our time together.
And so, are you doing well in your life?
Yes, in my life I'm doing well. How are you doing in your life?
My life is going splendid. I am not complaining.
What have you learned these recent past few days, you guys? Do you know those people that are last minute people? Over to him.
Over to me?
I just want to know what you learned this past week.
That I am able to do so many great things. And the name that you gave me, and that name you call me of awesome.
Oh. No, but why did you wait for last minute? I don't know if there's anyone out there who feels the pain that I'm feeling.
They're not married to me.
No, but I'm sure because personalities are different. There's that spouse who is, I will do things instantly, get them done. What is it? Close it out. Feedback. Next. And then there, our beloved, who
are loved.
They are really loved. Like they're just on a chill. The world is not going to end. And even when there are deadlines, no.
But I think that's a perfect segue into a topic that we can have today.
Which is what?
Achievement and overachievement.
Okay. Oh, so in the sense that where the lady is, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I can do this, I can do that. Is it like a turn on or is it a turn off? Or let's assume you're single. Okay. What direction were you taking?
I just want to ask you.
Okay.
In your opinion, do you feel like it's a turn off to men? Overachievement.
I think a man can be intimidated by overachievement or a certain level of stature that a lady has that the guy or the man has not yet achieved or reached. But I don't think that it should be a turn off. And like I've always said, if it's intimidating to you as the man, the question is why? Why? But then also there's the aspect of the lady. How is she handling this success? Assuming she's single or even married, how am I handling the achievement that I have and the success that I have, that it does not, should I say, rub you off the wrong way? So I think it's like a two-way street. There's the scenarios where a lady will be very successful and will clearly make you seem like you're nothing. I don't think that's the right attitude, especially if you're married. When you're single and then a lady is successful and a man is intimidated, the question then would be to the man, why? Why are you intimidated by her success? Why? She's just human. And the funny thing in those scenarios is that when you actually get to know this lady, you realize she's nothing and nowhere comparison that we've been talking about, she's nowhere around the comparisons you are making, that she won't talk to you, that she can't hang out with you because of this and this, because she drives a certain car, or because you basically judging a book by the cover, which is not right.
I think the issue is not necessarily the overachievement that sometimes scares the men. I think if a person is intimidated by someone who they find to be an overachiever, or a person who is development probably at a different stage in their lives, it speaks more to the individual who is scared or is
Intimidated.
who is intimidated. And it speaks more in the sense of, why are you doing that? Do you have issues of esteem? Do you have issues of self-confidence and self-worth? Because the problem is, when it comes to those things of overachievement or achievement, what happens, like today, like we build up mindsets, so we build up people basing on the material things they have. Like hypothetically, Elon Musk walks into this room. There's a bit of, oh my gosh, he's here. And then, this is a very big hypothetical, then Elon Musk comes and talks with you. And I am there. Or let's say I liked you, and the world's richest man also liked you. I would be intimidated by the other chap because his material possessions are so great.
Would you walk away?
I would say, do you need a side bet?
Repent.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Repent. No, but answer the question, because now if we're single, and what has been your experience?
That has been my experience.
I mean, in our relationship, were you intimidated? Or have you felt intimidated?
No.
And why?
I felt I was not intimidated because, what's the right word? You took me as I am, and I presented myself as I am.
Yeah.
And I tried to put forward very, very bad feet. All my first steps were not the best representation in terms of material things. So if you appreciated and saw me through those material items, you got to know me. And for me, that is the more important part. So because you got to see and know me, even if, let's say, there was a Benz or whatsoever other things, like the car, the house, or whatsoever, it would not change that you know me at the core.
Who has the Benz and the car? You?
Me. Even if those things come, it won't change your perception of me because you already know me.
Yeah, but the question is, would you approach me, or did you have any hesitations in approaching me based off of what you knew about me?
No, I didn't. I didn't because, one, I was confident in who I was. Two, I was confident that you had already fallen for me, that you were living in denial. Awkward internet silence moment. Take this moment to comment and subscribe on this video if you would like to. Back to the video. The awkward silence continues. But I was not affected by it. But we have some friends who I know one of your female friends in particular, and some of my guy friends who know her have said, oh, she's really nice. Then they're like, but wait, she has her own car. She has her own house where she's renting. Her house looks great. She has land. She has a coffee project. She has all these things. And so sometimes a guy asks, what am I going to... Like, you've had that conversation of, what do you bring to the table? So already, she is bringing a bit to the table. And so now she asks a guy, who probably is not at the same level, what do you bring to the table?
But you see, she didn't even have to ask the guy. The guy is asking himself.
He's asking himself.
Which points back
so
to the insecurities.
Before he even comes to
exactly.
the table.
So he, as opposed to looking into as to why he feels the way he feels.
Maybe let's just stop. We're talking about the table, and I've just remembered something. Just to bring it home. Remember when you had your bridal shower? And
Yeah.
then the guys,
You had a session
the
with the
older
guys.
guys got together and also gave me like a man talk kind of thing. And one of the questions, they were there talking, then they said, what do you bring to the table? And my dear, I am broke, I have nothing. And I sat there and I said, I bring me to the table. And the guys are like, Then I said, there are things that I bring to the table that she can't bring to the table. Joy, humor, happiness, what? And
I don't have joy.
I'm not saying that you don't have joy. And I'm not saying your life is joyless. But with me, it's more joyful. I'm kidding myself. But that was one of the hard questions. When a man asks you that question as a
How
man,
did you feel about that?
I felt that man.
Did
I
you
need
feel
to
like-
pull up my socks.
did you
But
feel-
it was not in the element of in comparison to you.
Okay.
It was in the comparison to here is the table. This is the stage you're entering. What do you have that justifies you to decide to take on someone else? It was one of the most. Imagine you're in a room with like, how many guys were there? I think there were like 8 guys. All the 8 guys there, the youngest among them was about 40 something. I'm here in my 20s. And the guys are like, so what do you bring to the table? Of course, they are asking the question from where they are at their point of living, with all the things they have achieved. I, on the other hand, I am coming to the table with potential. I don't know if
But
that
maybe it was
makes
also
sense.
provoking, just a
It was
thought-provoking question.
it was a
to you.
thought-provoking question.
Yeah.
But I remember I joked my way out of that question and I left that room asking myself, but really, what do I bring to the table?
Do you still ask yourself that?
Yes, but then I also try to answer it. And sometimes I feel like answering it a lot with the material things sometimes gets things on the wrong path. And the problem today is the table is always evaluated by
Material possessions.
material possessions. It's very rare that people have that conversation of what do you bring to the table, and they are looking at different aspects of life that come in. I bring respect, I bring integrity, I bring protection, I bring hope, I bring future, I bring vision, I bring purpose, I bring
But you said don't know all
encouragement
those
and
things
all
before
those
getting
things.
married,
Yes,
to an extent.
yeah, but sometimes, like when the service is being rendered, you sign the contract and the realities come after. Because it's not like a product. A person is not a product. So sometimes even that evaluation of the table. But now, coming back to the conversation of overachievement and what, with the lady, I have to be honest, sometimes I think for guys, when they find a woman who has achieved quite a bit, it becomes kind of intimidating. Because
This is whether you're single or in a marriage. Or
Most
you're talking about
times
marriage
single.
now. Okay, fine.
when you're married and you have that problem,
Yeah, they're
and
there.
it
And your wife is
becomes-
flying.
But then there are two sides of the question. There are two sides of the coin. Like I personally would look forward to the day that you're going to accomplish so many great things, and we have had those conversations, and you've also told me the same.
Yeah.
And if you are able to be successful, I am happy for that, because I am meant to be your number one fan. But if I am looking at it from the point of we are in a competition, it becomes something else. So as a result, the overachievement becomes really overachievement if we are looking at it from the competitive standpoint. But if we are looking at it from the standpoint of I am your husband, you're my wife, I am your friend, you're my friend, I want the best for you and I will sacrifice for you, and vice versa.
Yeah.
It's like there's a CEO an MD of one of the radio stations in Uganda a while back, who quit his job because the wife got a job in one of the Arabian countries, and it was a really, really well-paying job. And he said, you know what, let me pack up my bags, even though I'm earning quite good money. There's a lot of hope. The resources are quite more. Let's relocate our whole family to there. I don't have the job. You have the job. But I will be home with the kids. I will look after the house and all of that.
Yeah.
Because there is opportunity. It didn't make him less of a man by choosing to support the person that he loves.
Yeah, but that's a different dynamic. Not many married couples
Not very many have
can
that.
think the way you're thinking, or are not experiencing a challenge where we are married, but I see you flying, or I'm actually insecure that you're having success, some sort of success. And like you pointed out explicitly, which I support, is that in a marriage, you're a team. So we are a team. When you're winning, we're both winning. When you're winning and flying, I support you, number one fan, and vice versa. And, I walk the journey of life with you to enable and watch and celebrate you maximize your potential. So then why would it be a threat to me? Why would I feel like, if you have those questions and thoughts, you need to ask yourself why and have those conversations, because you realize sometimes in marriages, then one starts to cripple the other or says, no, you, in that particular example you've given, you go. If you want to actually take that offer, take it up. I'm not moving anywhere. And I have my personal opinions in regards to that, but may I feel like marriage is like the two of you as a team really doing life together. And like if he left all he was doing and they as a team decided that it's a win for the family, given the conversations you've had, then there's no need to be intimidated in a marriage. There should not be any intimidation, but they should be just cheering on and supporting and watching your spouse thrive to become and fulfill their potential. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I really agree with you. What's a relationship, not a story?
You go first.
I think for
Do you have a
me,
story from in regards to this topic from
I don't think I do. I would have a story, but I don't know all the details, so it would be improper for me to give it. It's not our story.
Oh, okay.
But for me personally, maybe it can be a story or a note to you to recognize this, that when you go out and accomplish great things, I will not be intimidated, but I will be supporting you. And I intend on being there to support you and celebrate you in those moments. So go out and do those great things, so that I have the opportunity to go like, yeah, go, wifey, go, wifey. Yeah.
Thank you. But you see, I know that. And I think for me, just...
You know that, so you're confident in the fact that you love me and that I love you.
Yeah, and I'm confident in the fact that you support me. So I think for me, mine is a note, just riding off of this. Does your spouse know that you can support them, to achieve their potential or to... And I do the same for you, but these are conversations we've had to say that if we were to make a decision, how does it impact you, and how does it impact me, and how does it impact the family, and how does it impact our long-term vision and where we're going? And in everything, there's never a selfish motive. It's always, you can do better, you can be better, go, how will I support you, and how can I be there for you? And in the low seasons, the high seasons, being your spouse's like literally number one fan, like you said, cheerleader. Your spouse should be able to know, like I was telling him, that I know that you will cheer me on. I know that you'll do everything in your capacity to support me, no matter how hard it is to make me an overachiever, or to what do they call?
Bring out the best.
Bring out the best in me, and to unleash some hidden potential in there. And I would do the same for you. So I think this for me is a note to those that are married, to be that for your spouse, and to have your spouse be confident that they know that you will be that support, that cheerleader, the number one fan for them. Because there are scenarios where I get very good news and it's something that will, boost my success, but you're not the first person I call. And yet, ideally, you should be the first person I should call to celebrate with me and celebrate this achievement. Yeah, so that's it from me.
You spoke to marrieds. What of those who are dating?
You start.
I'm asking you. You're the one who was giving all
I think
this
don't
wisdom.
don't be intimidated by the lady who is who you feel is an overachiever or has achieved some sort of success that you haven't yet. get to know this person. From my experience, the gentleman will usually say, "Oh my gosh, like she's amazing," or "I wish I had done this earlier," or it's not about it's really not about the material possessions. And it's okay if someone has their house, their car, don't be, why would you be intimidated? Look at yourself and look into introspect and see, why are you being triggered the way you're triggered, or why are you having thoughts of intimidation about this? Because then it's okay to be challenged as a single person, but then that shouldn't hinder you to automatically disqualify yourself. Because what if in approaching this particular lady, you're actually the one that gets through, and then when you realize all the other, what I call
Yeah.
people that you were competing with have so much more than you, but there's something that she saw in you which was not material. So I guess
I'm
that's
going
it
to
from me.
give, this is a very funny statement, but it's something that someone mentioned to deal with stage fright. When you're up on stage, you have to remember that everybody in the room is all wearing underwear. So like even when you find this person, I have a point I'm getting to.
I'm waiting.
So even as you're intimidated by this person, you have to recognize they are human like you. They go to the toilet and they fart. It smells. They have had a running stomach after eating some sketchy food in the past and all of that. And if there is nothing that you can think about, if you see this person with all these great things, you're like, can I imagine this person can go to the toilet and also sweats? It will just help you overcome and eliminate all those biases. I'm just saying it from the point of, if you're actually really scared of the person, it's just a way of just eliminating all the fear.
So have you used that?
In my life,
So
there was
sounds
a
so
time I was going
consoling.
on stage when there were very many people and I was nervous and there were like big shots in the crowd. So I was like, all these people, if we all eat bad food, we'll all be running to the toilet. I'm like, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the event. But otherwise, thank you for watching.
Until next time, see you
On
Relationship Notes and Stories.